Hey everybody, and welcome back to Joy with Jen, and welcome back to Show and Tell Saturdays. I'm so glad to be back with everybody on a Show and Tell Saturday. So welcome aboard. I hope everybody's having an amazing Saturday, and I wish you all to have a really great weekend. So we are back with Show and Tell Saturdays. So today, friends, I'm going to do a little bit something different. I'm going to showcase a collection of some of the necklaces that I have put together that are a combination of beading wire with chain. And most of them have wire guardians, although some do not. So I thought it would be fun to showcase a little bit something different today, which is again just a different technique and a different style of jewelry, adding beading chain with beading wire, beading your beads on the beading wire, and adding the chain. You can always add components, and there's several ways to do that, but this is some of the stuff that I've made that I thought I would showcase. And so that's what we're doing today. So welcome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your positive feedback. And thank you so much for joining me on today's showcase. And don't forget, as usual, if you are interested in seeing anything that you are looking at today, in addition to other things that I have up in my store, there will be a link in the box with a special discount code to my store. And that code will be good for the next 15 days. So basically through the end of February. And that code will be FEB20, FEB 20. And that'll give you 20% off of anything that you see and or anything else that you might stumble across in my store that you like. I'll put the link to my store and that discount code in the link box below the video. So you guys, basically what I've got is just a kind of a mishmash. There is no particular theme here in terms of colors, but the style is also a little bit different. So there's also no particular style theme. It's kind of just a mix of different beautiful things that I've made recently that I really, really love. And so again, what I've done is made several pieces with beading chain. I beaded it and then added the chain on using either a wire guardian or just directly to the beading wire. And so like I'll start over here. Like what is really cool too, I wanted to display with this week's showcase is that a lot of my pieces that I make with chain and beading wire typically are going to be like your somewhere between matinee and opera length. And I will show you what I mean on my body in a second if you don't know what that means, but meaning they're longer and you can really have fun stacking and layering different types of colors together. And I enjoy doing that. You know, sometimes more is more. And it just depends on what I'm wearing. And that's a great example for like what I'm talking about is a great example of what I've got here. And this is really beautiful. And this is a shorter 18-inch necklace that has a couple of connectors on it. And then the longer one is these gorgeous bronzes and coppers. And the mixed metal of the gold on the 18-inch and then the long 30, I think that's about a 34-inch opera length with a tassel. It really, again, you're mixing your metals. It looks really fun together. You can layer these burgundies and purples on the smaller necklace, and the way they lay with the gold up against the copper and bronze, it's really, truly stunning and very, very beautiful. And so don't be afraid, you know, to mix things up and to layer things and kind of go a little outside of the box of always being so matchy-matchy. And so that is a great example of how you can truly layer some pieces. And so this one right here, I'll pull up and show you that difference in the colors, but yet they just really blend beautifully together. It's because some of these burgundies and these mustards, when you lay that in between that copper, Oh my goodness, it's really beautiful, you guys. And so the mustards and the yellows really blend beautifully in with all that copper and that bronze. And so that's really, really fun to layer that piece or something like that. And I'll lay that here for a second. Another example of doing something is this cobalt. And I'll pull it right up for you here. This is truly beautiful. And I made this one on video a while back. And it's with the black and this gorgeous set of beads that I had in my stash. They're all glass. It's so beautiful. And this cobalt is so pretty, but you know, it really lends itself to a lot of different things in the blue family. And so, for example, like even this one here with these baby blues, these frosted blues and whites, that looks just gorgeous together. And so, and again, this one, um, from my Falling Snowflake collection, this particular one right here, this is right around 20 inches. And then I think with the drop it falls to 22. And so putting that with a 30-inch, it just looks so beautiful. And even this really beautiful choker that I love, it's one of my favorites. I wear this in the summer all the time. This is actually from my personal collection, so this one's not for sale. But P.S. This particular one is from my personal collection, but look how beautiful a choker, which this one is 16 inches, goes so beautifully with that 30-inch. And again, the different blues and greens and browns that I have in my choker, the way the cobalt, it just blends so beautifully. It's a great piece for the spring and the summer. So you can really have a lot of fun mixing up your color tones. And so we've got those. And then another really pretty one that I have here is a Southwest inspired, and this is up on my site with a matching set of, I believe, 2 bracelets, and this one's really cute. I think this is a really solid, like right around a good 18 inch. So that's your perfect princess length. And this one turned out really pretty. It's that beautiful Southwest inspired with all of our gorgeous aquas and blues and bronzes and a little bit of red in there. And so that one is really pretty. These are so gorgeous, these crystals. And again, we've got a nice toggle on that one with some baby oval chain on that one. And so that one even lends itself to wearing with the bronze. Let me get that one off there for a second. And so look at that. I mean, this is just a statement right here. So this you can have a lot of fun with, wearing it with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt or even a blazer, because all of those bronze, those blues, you know, of course, blue and bronze looks so beautiful together. And it just really, this is another really good combination of colors to mix up. But also, you know, fun little different styles of how I have put together, you know, the beading wire with the chain. And like on this one, I put some really large jump rings. So it's really, really fun, and they come out so pretty. You can have a lot of fun adding chain to beading wire. Another thing I really love about it is it's very, it's kind of like it gives a unique look. You don't see a lot of that kind of stuff in the stores, you know, and so, you know, it's not mass made. It certainly lends itself to more handmade, more personable, and truly beautiful. But also, you're not using as many beads. But I like, I believe, like the balance and kind of dimension that combining the beading wire with the chain. I just love it. And again, as you can see on so many of these pieces, there's so many different ways to do it. You know, there's just no two things that come out the same. You can add a little bit of chain like I did on this one. It just goes to the back of the neck. And I've even put a cute little dangle on my clasp on this one, you know. So there's just so many ways that you can design them. A couple other pieces I have here is this piece, which again, really lends itself to a lot of the different pieces I have out here today. What's really cool, I like this together, believe it or not. So this one is a good, this one again is from my falling snowflake collection, but I put some of my own stash stuff in it, and I made it a nice 18-inch, but it lends itself to summer with that fun fan pendant and these gorgeous moons. I think these are moonstone. But anyway, and there was some Figueroa chain on that one. And this one is really, really cool with purples. And here is this gorgeous, I think this one's 32 or 34 inches. And look at how pretty that even looks. Layering the purples with the blues, it doesn't even clash, even with the two different focals, to each their own. But it just blends itself. You can layer. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that look either. So anyway, I want to turn the camera around just a little bit. I don't want to get you guys dizzy, but I want to show you guys what I'm talking about with some of this really longer stuff. Like when I talk about slipping it over the head, and then we have like this one right here. Oh, of course I wouldn't put it on backwards. This obviously goes to the front, but at any rate, so when you are wearing, let me move this a little bit, when you are wearing a longer opera length necklace, this is what we're talking about. So opera length is kind of landing either here or lower, okay? And then this one, let me get my bronze one and show you. Untangle it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was gonna tangle you. Oh my heavens. This bronze one, the chain is so delicate. I think that's what happened there. Oh heavens. So again, we slip over the head, and I make some of these a little bit longer and some a little bit shorter. So now this one is a little bit shorter. So this one is going to be right at 28 inches with a 4-inch tassel. And so it will, come a little bit higher than this other one. But again, these are still really considered, matinee to opera length. So you can kind of see, where that's landing when I'm talking about that particular, when I'm saying opera length or matinee length or, blah, blah, blah. That's what I mean. So just in case you're not familiar, you understand what I'm saying with where that's landing on the body. And then I'll do this one here. So this one, this cobalt, which I love, and I'll put it with this one. This one is going to be, I think this one is going to be 30 even. And so this one lands, right here. Okay, and then you can, I'll turn to the side so you can kind of see like where that's landing. And then my personal little choker necklace here. Isn't this pretty? I'm kind of inspired to do something, it's asymmetrical. I completely flipped the design. So the design is the same on both sides, but it's reversed. So I took and I flipped it. And it turned out just so adorable. This is really, really pretty. I wear this all the time. I get tons of compliments all summer long. And I'll show you what I mean with wearing like a choker and then putting something longer like an opera length or, matinee length, opera length, or longer. How fun. How fun that really can be. And I'll even show you this one also lends itself to this one here, which is one of my favorites, because again of, like I was just showing on the mannequin, the blues and the bronzes. So look how fun this is to wear this. The seashell, it's not clashing with all the sparkle. It's just something fun, like if you have a really cool dress or something that has all the blues and the browns, like look how fun that is to wear, and you can even you know, do a higher choker. This is probably a 17-inch choker. But anyway, look how fun that is, you know, and then even wearing some of the longer ones, which I think will be probably an upcoming show and tell here, a lot of my lariats and stuff I've been making. So that's how that kind of lands, and that's beautiful. You know, that just, I think that looks really, really pretty, and it's really fun to mix and match. I really, I really think so. So, anyways, guys, so that is, sorry, I have my hair in a ponytail today. I don't want to give you motion sickness. I'm going to put you back here. Um, I have my hair in a ponytail, and so I was having to struggle get that those up and on. But at any rate, so yeah, so you know, it's really, really fun, you know, to mix up your chain. Hopefully this inspires you too if you're one of my fellow beaters out there, or even if you're a beginner tuning in to my show and tell. Hopefully this inspires you to really start getting creative, mixing your beading chain and your or excuse me, your beading wire with chain, even beading chain, even the Coriana chain. Although I don't have any in front of me, I know I have some made, but I don't, they're not right here. But at any rate, guys, so, you know, I really hope this inspires you to really have fun, you know, and play with your design aesthetic, and, you know, try to get, you know, out of the box and really, you know, mix it up and, you know, see what happens. You never know, you know, what can, you know, happen when you start pulling things out and just playing with different ideas and different ways to put jewelry together. You know, this is one of, probably one of my favorite, um, I wouldn't say it's probably like my trademark, but it's definitely in my lane. What people know me for, and my style is doing a lot of beading chain, beading wire with chain. And I love to do it. And again, some of these have connectors, you know, I've got connectors on here, you know, some have a longer amount of chain, some have a more minimal amount of chain. Like this is more of like, this just kind of basically lays, mainly at the neck. You know, you can do focals, we can add tassels, we can add wire guardians or jump rings to connect that together. There's really just no rules, and it's so fun to really just start, you know, doing different things and having fun with your designing. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's show and tell. Don't forget to pop over to my store for the next 15 days with that discount code. I'll put it in the box below the video. 20% off to all my YouTube viewers only for anything you see here, anything you might stumble across in my store. And that's it for today's show and tell Saturday. So have a great weekend, my friends, and happy Saturday. And until next time, everybody, be blessed.